Good evening. Welcome to Double Route Sunday. Even though I am recording this on Saturday evening, I'm going to get this done and posted mainly so that I can kind of just relax on Sunday. I was going to try to do this tomorrow, but I think I'm just going to go do this now and get this out there. And so we're gonna go on LGV Méditerranée first. Let's get in here and pick a service and get on our way. Do a quick run. All right, let's do the Nice Villa. I'm not sure which way this is going to go, but we're going to do it. It'll be a nice evening service. And then we will continue high speed. We'll go to we'll do an ICE service from Köln to Aachen. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do fast. We're going to go fast. How about that? Let's do that tonight. So, yeah. So, I am pleased that I've been offered and took a moderator position with one of the YouTube streamers that I follow, whose videos I've been watching for some time. So, I'm really pleased that he asked me to help out with moderating his Discord and his YouTube channel. So, yeah, it was a unexpected discussion we had hours ago. Probably about five, or not five. I guess about. It's almost 9. Yeah, so it's been a few hours. So, yeah, I'm really excited. And once all that's. I mean, things are pretty much legit. I haven't done their first stream as a mod yet, but I'll tell you more about that another time. But yeah, so anyway, so let's see. Let's get in here. We'll get the cab set up, and we'll get on our way. We're not going to turn the safety systems on either one of them. We're just going to get in here. We're going to go as fast as possible. Well, within limits, of course. I don't want to break the rules, so to speak. But yeah, we'll do some fast services and then call it a night. But I will premiere this video on YouTube tomorrow, probably about 10 in the morning. I'm just going to get everything recorded tonight, so that way I can just kind of Sunday just have my last day of chill before the unpleasantness starts, as I like to call it sometimes. Before things get crazy with the semester and all that. But yeah. And then my recent issue or the most recent issue of Cavallino magazine, which I highly recommend. They don't sell it in the bookstores anymore. So if you're looking for interesting magazines about about Ferrari cars, that is the go-to. It's a good source of information. So let's get all this set up. I don't know why. I just heard that everything just kind of started up, and my first thought, I know it's going to sound crazy, but if you watch the old Batman TV shows with Adam West, so whenever the Batmobile would start up, they would say, atomic power is the battery, turbines the speed, and they go shooting out the Batcave. And for some reason, when I heard the systems kind of come online, that's what made me think of. Oh, that's not. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, so I need to actually put the brake hold on again. I don't want to go rolling down the hill a little bit, although it's just a slight. Alright, so the doors are shut. Let's see, let's get, let's just put these on just a smidge. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna have fun and. Ooh, wait a minute. I thought I had the. Huh. I thought. Oh. I hit the wrong button. That's why. All right, let's go. So hopefully everything's gonna go well. You know what? If we make mistakes, we make mistakes. It's okay. Oh, you know what? I gotta change. I almost forgot. We change everything to kph, kilometers, and all that. Metric. We're just going to roll with the punches like earlier. We're not going to quit. We're not going to get frustrated and think about throwing our Xbox out the window or whatever. We're going to survive. How about that? That's what we're going to do. That's the goal for today. We're going to survive. How about that? I like that idea. Thank you to my one viewer. And if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I know you have other choices when it comes to streaming views, and glad you came here to hang out. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to pop over to Germany and do Köln to Aachen. We're going to do from Köln to Aachen, because going Aachen to Köln, it's just a hot mess. So we're going to avoid the hot mess. A nice sunset right there. Look at that. Color of the clouds. What can you ask for? Not too bad. We're right on top of the cab. My favorite place. A little drone. I like to call it a drone. Always think that you got one of those little, all those, the ones that you could buy at the stores now. Hook up a GoPro to it, fly it around, and get videos and stuff. I'll let the next camp out right here, right behind this little ferry. I don't know if it's an antenna or whatever it is. Maybe, I like to think that maybe it just keeps the airflow over the top of the train here, measuring the aerodynamic efficiency of the train at all times. Maybe that's what it is. Oop, tunnel got pushed right back on the seat. Does not like when I ride when I'm outside of the drone camera. Anyway, hoping everybody's having a nice Saturday evening, early Sunday morning, whatever be in the world. Thinking earlier, I was reminiscing and texted my old radio production instructor from the community college, and was like, it's just amazing to think last year I was over at his place watching the Super Bowl. It's just crazy how quickly things have changed in that short, just within a year. It won't be, that's another thing too, thinking about it. Usually here in America, I don't know who's watching from where, but normally there would be huge ads for new TVs. Buy a new TV before the big game. You deserve a bigger screen TV before the big game. You have a 50-inch TV this year, get a 60-inch this year. You want the bigger TV for the bigger game this year. I guess because a lot of people just don't have the means, or they're, people have to know that people financially right now can't afford 60-inch TV. Although some people probably, when they got their stimulus checks, went out and bought a huge TV to kind of, pass the time or whatever. The fact that there's no ads for that this year, really, there's not. Well, I haven't been watching TV either, but even on, normally you see stuff in emails, little adverts pop up, websites or whatever. Yeah, there's been none of that. So very interesting that this year there's not been a huge push for new TV sales. I would only watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, but even then, kind of lost its appeal. Just rambling on here. Some food for thought. So we'll go to Aix-en-Provence and then on into Marseille. And then we'll be done here. So shouldn't take too terribly long. The only safety system I may put on in the ICE train is the seatbelt. Just because I like to have seatbelt. So yeah, we'll do that just to make things interesting. But I'm not going to put the DZB or LGV on it. I need to go back and rerun the routes, because I did kind of read over or look over things and how DZB and LZB are, how they work together kind of. But I need to do a run off screen to try to understand it better before I leave again. So tonight's just about raw speed. Safety system, but we're going to try to stop on time and on location here for Aix-en-Provence. TGV platform. I don't know how to say it's really in French. Or just go into German. Platform 3. There you go. Now I would like is, of course, this is the fastest locomotive train system in the game. I would like to see how it does. I guess I'm trying to off the rails scenario sort of thing. How would this go on southeastern high speed? And vice versa, how would the 395 do here on the LGV Méditerranée route? Little cross-cultural sharing of technology. We'll bring our train, you bring your train. The heavyweights of high speed will go at it. Although this is the fastest. Some dare say boring. Going 290 something kilometers an hour doesn't seem boring to me. To each their own. I'm glad I did find all the collectibles finally on Southeastern. So, I guess we have 300 coming up. I'm just going to let this coast because should be well. I'm going to probably break some going down this. So 300, yeah. We're doing a double. We are. I think it's always a double. Yep. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen one with a single unit. You know, like instead of these two, it's just the one. Never seen that. So. I don't know if you can even do that. And again, to my one viewer, you're more than welcome to say hello in the chat if you want to. If not, it's perfectly fine. No harm, no foul. Can't say that I respond right away because I'm trying to type, trying to keep an eye on the speed on this thing a bit much, so it's just me, myself, and I here. I don't have a moderator or anything. It's not like I have anything to moderate, but yeah. Where did the distance go all of a sudden? Like, I didn't. It just seemed like a moment ago I was looking at the thing and it was like 30-something kilometers to Aix-en-Provence. Here we are, 15 kilometers outside. Wow, that is crazy. Well, I reckon that's what happens when you don't worry about safety systems being wrong or whatever. So, One day I will learn. I'm gonna have to, that's on my list of things to do. I was thinking about going back to Southeastern High Speed to do a 395 run, but I'm a bit, I think I'm a bit burned out on Southeastern High Speed right now. There was the hype is starting to kind of subside. Also, don't forget, Tuesday will be the next roadmap will be coming out, or updates to, not the next roadmap, but the update to the roadmap will be out. You can find the information at the Dovetail Games Train Sim World 2 website. All you have to do is Google Train Sim World 2. It will take you right, it'll give you right to the link to there. And when it's updated, you know, it's going to be crazy. Most people, I'm going to talk crazy here for a moment, but you can find the updated roadmap inside the game. When you log in, you can hit Y to Dovetail Games Live, and it will give you the updated roadmap right there. You don't even have to go to the website; it's all right there. I'm going to be speeding. 30, so it'd be 200, be the next step down, I think, and then it'd be 170 after that. Yep. So yeah, updates, well, at least an updated roadmap, kind of where things are, anything that's moved up from in production to upcoming or whatever. I have to really start slowing down here, because in the past I've come into Aix-en-Provence way too hot on the throttle, and have either overshot while I've run through the red light before, because I wasn't paying attention to things. So there at the end is the red light. Don't want to run that, because that'll just there's my radio production instructor. It's as if we were living in a different world. That is so true. That is so true. I miss I had so much fun in that class. Although the first day of class, I was told by not this instructor, but I was told by our other instructor. We had two instructors in the class, that he didn't think I was going to do very well in the class. He thought I would not do so hot, and so yeah, it was. But I, oddly enough, I turned all my work pretty much on time. I had a few hiccups, but once I got in there and figured out how to basically create my own playlist from the wide variety of music we have on the computer in there, it was my show. I enjoyed it. That's one I really miss it. I wish I could go back in there and do a show every week. I wouldn't mind doing a show daily. I really enjoy it. Once you find music that you enjoy listening to, first off, which that does help. Although he said that's not always that's not very practical sometimes, because if you are a DJ at a news station, you may be playing music that you're not familiar with or very comfortable with or whatever. So yeah, I really enjoy that class. Alright, so we made it. Yeah, we pretty much on time. Doors are open. Guess we're getting passengers with the little things moving, so let's go have a look at the bar car, huh? Right there, there's the bar car. Let's go up in here. Do that. Oh, I don't think it'll let us. We might be too far out. But anyway, there's the bar car. Bar's probably closed. Oh. Let's see, can we see it through the window there? Yeah, look at that, the bar's not even open. Here it is, 1932 in the evening, and the bar's not even open. That's not acceptable. But if people want a martini or a Manhattan or a mojito, or let's see what else, a Long Island iced tea, or I don't know, whatever, or even a beer. What the heck? What if they want a beer? How are they going to get that? Yeah, but I do miss that class. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I was always happy to play my show for the class, because we didn't have to. He didn't care what music we played as long as it was clean. If you had music with swear words, you had to edit it down. If you took it off, however you got it, no cussing or whatever was allowed. But yeah, you had to have you had to do your intro. So anyway, yeah, you had an intro. So basically, you had to do the station ID and your DJ name. So some people you had to come up with a name to try to make it interesting. And then so you got into your music. Then you did a bumper break, or no, you did a weather break, then a bumper break, and you did your story time thing, which was basically you could talk about anything except politics. That was politics or any religion generally. Politics especially was a no-go, no, can't go there area. Was not acceptable. But you could talk about almost anything within reason. So yeah, and then you had your outro. So, hour-long show. Once you got in there, it went by quick. It really did. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And what I may do, matter of fact, I'll try to do that tonight if I can when I get ready to load this up. I'm going to update my YouTube channel. I will include the link to my SoundCloud. I recorded the shows. I put it on SoundCloud so you can listen to the music. You can hear me. And of course, this is 2 years ago now. I was back in 2019, but yeah. So I will put that link in my my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you want to have a listen, you're more than welcome to. I really did enjoy that class. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that first time I went in there, I was nervous. I was like, okay, what do I do? Which button does what now? How do I do all this? So I didn't even know. I tried not to create a playlist of the music. I just did a whatever was there. I just announced it. Tried to stumble through the breaks and everything. But once I figured out how to do it, yeah, I was like, oh, look at all this 80s music. So yeah, I did like 80s shows, classic rock. I think I even did like a disco kind of a show, you know, some dance music, some Donna Summer and some Blondie, and just, you know, some really upbeat kind of stuff. So, yeah, I will. I definitely got to link that in my YouTube so people can go check it out. And also my YouTube, I do have a link to my Flickr account. Over 7,000 pictures that I have taken over the years, including the pictures that I took for my multimedia photo and multimedia class last fall, and then so those pictures are on there, and then basically just tons of stuff, cars, lots of cars. All right, let's turn off that. Let's lower this, and I think we're almost there, so we will. Yeah, we're almost at Marseille. I think we go to AC. It'll tell us here in a second. Come on. Nope, DC. There we go. Raise this back up. Oops, not local, just up. Just normal, there we go. Oops. Circuit breaker, rearm, and we're all set. Yeah, really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And before the actually this time last year, when we were getting ready to start the semester, I think we were already starting, and I had talked about the possibility if I could go in there one day a week and do a show, as long as I wasn't keeping the radio production students from doing their class or whatever, doing their work. We had talked about the possibility of that. The channel's on the internet, and then last year I don't have the permission to share it, but I helped. Well, I didn't do it. I helped out with our theater production class. They were, you know, normally they would have done a live stage production, but because of the pandemic, that got, you know, tossed out the window basically. So myself, my radio production teacher, and another student basically helped them turn their play into a radio production, and it was a long, tedious process. had to overcome a lot of technical issues. We had to get good quality mics out to students. Had to get them hotspots because their internet was not very good. Yeah, I edited scene 1 and 4. Yeah, I did the 2 longest scenes. I edited those, and then the other student had done the editing for 2 and 3, and then I put the whole thing together. And it was, so we also had sound effects, you know, like background noise for a bar, footsteps, and shuffling of chairs on the floor and things like that. It was a lot of work, but it was very rewarding. I was happy to help them out with that. Boy, I am speeding. That is just, that's terrible. Look at me. Follow the rules. I have to revoke my license here or something. Yeah, it was a interesting experience. We did everything over Google Meets. So the theater production, the professor, the department chair, basically, she would record the students reading their lines, and we'd have to sift through those to create everything. And then, you know, there would be times where we'd have to go back, okay, let's re-record these little small parts, and we'd have to cut out the bad lines but put in the good stuff. And it was a very tedious process. Won't lie, it was. But the author of the play was very happy with it. She was happy. It did her work justice, and yeah. So it was the students, I think, were just happy to be able to have done something, even though it wasn't on the stage. So yeah, it took pretty much whatever was left of the semester once we went into lockdown, and then we went. It went into the summer for me because I was still working on the editing and everything. I would send it to the department chair, and she would listen to it. Oh, Robert, can you cut this down a little bit more? Okay. We need to squeeze some more time out of it. You know, we got to lower the time. So I think we got it down to a 38-minute radio production. Which was crazy. Ooh, just barely made it in time. Look at that. It must be because I was speeding. Just 1 second below our due time. So we're going to let the passengers off, and then we will pop out of here, go over to Köln, Aachen, and we'll get a service going from Köln to Aachen. And this service, there we go. So it says depart 1944. Huh. So I'm guessing as soon as I'm done, they're gonna get ready to go back to go back the other way. Yeah, basically. Lock doors. It's a really nice station, though. They did great with this, I think. Got 500 points there. Nice. All right, let's go. Go get this done. Yeah, I'll have to remember to do that. I'll have to get the link for it and main menu. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was happy I saved those and put them on SoundCloud, and I did edit out any of like dead space spots or anything like that. I did edit those out and tried to clean it all up as best as possible. But yeah, I think there was a few shows I made a few hiccups on, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I missed that. Schnellfahrstrecke Köln. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, that's going. We want to go. There we go. We're going to do this one. ICE 14. There we go. And that will be it for tonight. So this is tomorrow's stream, and then Monday we'll do a freight, possibly, maybe I'll record it Sunday night. I may have to do that. I may record tomorrow evening before I call it a night. I'll record the freight on Peninsula Corridor, and then we're doing Long Island Railroad. Is that what I think that's what I wanted to do for Monday. I know I was going to do freight on on Peninsula.
Türen geöffnet. Störung.
Regular dimmed high beams.
Zugbeeinflussung. WB gesperrt. WB
I
gesperrt.
need that. Pantograph up. Now I think. Oh yeah, we'll turn the off B on.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
And then.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Come on. I know there's a way to do it. I can't remember how. There we go. I'll just enter that. How about that? Okay. We're gonna go. We're just gonna put this, and then we're gonna put that. Well, we're not even gonna worry about SIFA. It should show something out here. Yeah. Oh well. Something's out there. Who knows if it's correct or not, but it's there. Yeah, we won't worry about seafront. Oh. I like to have my window behind frosted. I don't like people looking. Oh, there's the Köln Cathedral, very famous landmark there. Right next. So I think I was talking about this before. The station there is a mixture of old and modern. Really beautiful, I think. I really like to go. I've never been to this part of Germany, but I would really like to go someday. Alright. Let's go up here. Uh-oh. May have saved that from speeding. So yeah, the good thing, this is non-stop. Usually from Aachen we have to stop at Munich Passing. Or not Munich Passing. We have to stop because there's a train usually on the same track as us going into Köln. I just remember, yeah, there's a non-stop service, but generally on Munich to Augsburg you have to stop in Munich Passing. Which, yeah, it's a bit of a pain sometimes to do. So this is the route that came out with Train Sim World 2 when it was first released, much to very high fanfare. A lot of people were excited about getting a high-speed route in the game. So yeah, this is the one I think a lot of people were excited about the Bakerloo line, but I think this is the one that a lot of people were really excited for. So, and now it's kind of an afterthought because we've got LGV Méditerranée and Southeastern High Speed now. You know, those are the new kings of the new higher echelons of high-speed service in the game. This seems to be kind of it's not fast enough. Although I've heard, and I don't know, but I think once you get past, you know, when you really get going onto the other parts of the route, that you can actually go a lot quicker. It's just that, you know, we're a bit we're only able to go so fast because this route isn't that long compared to LGV Méditerranée, for instance. Although, I mean, 60-something kilometers, it feels long, but nobody really talks about the length of this route, really, which is kind of odd. Yeah, I'm glad to be doing this without worrying about PZB and SIFA and all that. No, I was thinking about SIFA, but it's okay. We'll give SIFA the night off. How about that? We don't want to bother SIFA. We don't need any delicious PZB. That's what I like to call it. Because it does sound like a dish of food or something like this. Anyway. Go to cars. Wow, a lot of cars. There's S-Bahn service or Regional Express, one of the two right there. I would like to do one day, I'll put it in my schedule. I'd like to do a freight service on this route. It's pretty cool actually, because you think you go, when you stop outside of home, like right there, but you don't start in Aachen first. Instead, I think you start here in the yard right here, something like that. If I remember correctly, I've done one or two before. Once we got started getting the German preserve routes in the game, when the layers kicked in and we could start running different trains on this route. I did do a freight service, so yeah, I have to do that again. That was pretty fun. It's something different, and hopefully they'll bring the freight to Augsburg, Munich to Augsburg, because there is a large yard out there that they could, it probably does handle freight in real life, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, sorry I'm yawning a little bit. Little punchy from the day. It's been a weird Saturday, I don't know why. I'd have to look. I wonder if... I still think this road, I know Sandpatch Grade, they said Sandpatch Grade is just barely longer than Southeastern High Speed by like a mile. So LGV's the longest route right now, then Sandpatch Grade, and then Southeastern High Speed. But I think this one might be, I'd have to look, this one might be longer than Southeastern High Speed. Southeastern High Speed might not even be in the top 3. I do love the cool thing about this is once you got the AFB on, or the AFB, I should say. AFB. Once you have that set, I mean, it's just you're just on cruise control. You just have to know that it's a certain point. Say it's either around here or I think, yeah, maybe here. But anyway, there's going to be a point where we're going to start slowing down, and then I'll turn off the RFB to get ready to stop there in Aachen. Bahnhof. Yeah. But the cool thing is, going uphill, downhill, the system, the AFB system, takes care of all that. I don't have to. I was a bit when I first started playing this route, I was a bit unsure of how to do all that stuff. I won't lie, and I was like, no, that just seems too complicated. But it's just so. You can just kind of hang back and relax and just let this train do the driving for you. And I guess it's even more, maybe more so with the LZB. So yeah, we're just gonna truck it along here to Aachen, get in there. No fuss or anything. Pull into the station, do our passenger thing, and be done for the day. So yeah. It's gonna take a bit of time to download. I may just do it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to do it tonight before. just get it set for premiere for tomorrow at about 10-ish East Coast time. So yeah, that'll work. I was all set to kind of relax for the rest of this evening. Kind of got my blood pressure up a little bit, but not gonna get into that. It's okay. It happens. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just go out here and do this now since I've got the energy. So. Supposed to get snow tomorrow, about 2 to 4 inches. Not really looking forward to that. But, it's not like I have to go anywhere tomorrow or even Monday when I start classes. I just get up and clean up, get on the line, and but that's not going to be till much later in the day. So. Yeah, then I did try to go kind of get ahead a bit on the macroeconomics stuff, and apparently we can't access the books or the online material until just after midnight, early Monday morning. So we'll have to wait till Monday morning to look at stuff for a class and kind of read over it before we have class later in the afternoon. So, but the way the instructor made it sound, that he wanted us to start. Oh boy, I'm going to be speeding on this one too. Should have been a little bit earlier. Alright, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that 160. Let's see. Well, that happened sooner. I thought well, yeah, I guess I about called it right. Not too shabby for a person that's not. Yeah, I mean, I think I ran this route last week sometime, but 160. I think we'll definitely be on time going into Aachen. I don't think I've ever had any issues getting into there on time, so I think we'll be okay. The heck? Okay. Yeah, I think we go 160 for a while. So the ice train going to Köln. And then eventually we'll drop down into 140s and whatnot. So, but yeah, this part is once we get here to just before there, that's the fastest part of this route. Start to go into a slower area in preparation, I guess, to go into Aachen. So thank you to my one viewer still. Appreciate it. Appreciate you sticking around. Like I said, if you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you'd like, you could follow, so that way you never miss. But apparently, I guess you seem to know when I pop on, so I don't know who you are, but I appreciate it. yeah, I think I spent a lot of time on this route. I didn't really feel too confident about Bakerloo because I just didn't understand how how that locomotive and everything worked in that one. Although I feel a bit more confident about it now, but it's one of these days I'm going to do the scenario where we go from one end all the way to the other end, all stops. It's going to be a doozy. That's going to take a bit of time. I was not prepared, quite honestly, for how long Sand Patch Grade really was. I didn't think it was going to be so bad, but the first time I was like, oh man, going up this hill 25 miles an hour and it's struggling. You're like, how is this possible? Well, you got these two big diesel locomotives with all this horsepower. Why are we struggling? So, yeah. I love Sand Patch Grade though. The scenery is really beautiful. But it does take, boy, does it take a long time to do. It is a doozy. Ice trains are pretty nice. They're very clean in design. Seems that this splitter down here seems to help move the air down here away from the train. I'd be interested to see the aerodynamic, how it all looks, the airflow over the train. I think that would be interesting. I don't know if they did it with computational fluid dynamics, which I know has been extensively used, or it used to be. I don't know if it really is or not still, but back in the day of when aerodynamics ruled F1, computational fluid dynamics, I know was one of the tools that they used to sculpt the wings and everything on the body of the cars, that they could maximize speed and cornering downforce from track to track. And of course, a lot of people thought that was part of the thing that was ruining the sport. But anyway, so yeah, I'd be interested to see how the air is managed around the train. Very fascinating. I'm sure everything's done, like, this has got that open, where just the air flows right through it right here. And the doors, of course, have to be sealed during high-speed operations. Otherwise, I would think that if there's any kind of an air leak or something's not sealed properly, we would get there would be a massive imbalance. All right, since we're getting down to the 120 here, I'm just going to go ahead and turn this off. I totally forgot to turn those off first. Just going to let it coast now. We'll slow down a little further once we get closer to that 120. Oops. Turn. Yeah, I'm really happy to share this game with everybody. Whoever watches, it's a fun game. It can be a bit frustrating, like you found out earlier today. But on average, it's a really stress enough. I hope it does not get ruined by multiplayer. And I don't know that they know what they're going to do as far as what would multiplayer, what would that entail, you know? And I think people were talking about that before in some of the streams. Like, what do you do with a multiplayer in a game like this? Does that mean somebody's going to sit like in a second seat or something, or be the conductor, or as they call in the UK, the guard on the train? You know, because most everybody's going to want to drive. They're not going to want to do the boring stuff. No, they don't want to. Yeah, they might at first, but eventually then it's going to become, I think, an issue or whatever. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what multiplayer this game would even look like, to be honest. I don't know that they, you know, I don't know if they can even figure that out. I mean, I've seen unfortunately too many times though, that multiplayer ruins friendships. It ruins game experience. You get accusations of cheating or whatever. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. But I know they're interested in adding a element of multiplayer to the game, but we don't know what that would look like. So coming up on 8 minutes to cover 10 kilometers. I think we've got that generally safely in hand. Feel fairly confident we're going to get there on time or a little bit early. I think we have to slow down because there is the yard there, and then there's also the station. So I think they have to have the train slow down. So we're going to speed up here just a smidge. When I get up in the morning, I just might post this on, or schedule it for tomorrow when I get up in the morning. I should just get it downloaded and get it all set up on YouTube, so I don't have to even think about it in the morning. Just think about making some pancakes for breakfast, have my big cup of coffee. Just like in all high-speed trains, you cannot roll down the windows. Can't roll them down on the, well, you don't have like a normal, you don't have a door for the train operator to go into. We have to go, you have to enter through there and then through the door right there. Yeah, there's no windows to open. like that. It really frosts the glass for you there, so that the passengers can't see what's going on there in the cab or anything. All right, almost 4 kilometers to Aachen. We're rapidly approaching our destination and the end of the stream. Double route Sunday. There won't be parts anymore. It may just be, matter of fact, Monday. You know what I might just do is do a yeah, for tomorrow. I think I'm just going to record the the freight service on Peninsula Corridor. I want to have to scale back things at first. Once, probably after the midterms, I may start to, well, I have to see where I'm at in my classes before I do anything, but yeah, maybe once midterms or grades are out or whatever, and I'm sitting good for all my classes, I may try to do more videos, but we shall see. What I may do is pre-record them and just debut them on YouTube, for like the next day or whatever. Yeah, or I could just record them like all on a Saturday, for instance, or something, and just break them up. One thing will be on Monday. I still feel, yeah, we're gonna be early. Actually, I'm surprised. Because sometimes in this game, when you're early going into your destination, there's always a train in your over in your parking spot, so to speak. So you have to wait for them to clear out. But the interesting thing is, I think we always go, when we come into Aachen, we always go to this spot. There's a freight service waiting in there too. Huh. Just noticed that is a long train. That looks like a freight service. Yep, look at that, all tankers. Looks like. Oil, petrol. Something, but yeah, look at that. It's all tanker cars. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. That's interesting that they would be parked in a passenger station, because if those things like exploded, good lord, that would be the station would just, oh man, it'd be a mess. Right, so yeah, we got here early. That's good. I like it. Always helps when you arrive early. Takes a bit of the pressure off. Yeah, I can't imagine that would be okay, having all these tankers just parked here. Yeah, I'm sure they're safety systems in place, but during the day, I couldn't think that they would allow that. But anyway. All right, locking the doors. And that's it. There we go. Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you Monday. Oh, well, I'll see you probably tomorrow. I'm going to record the video on Sunday for Monday. So we're going to do Union Pacific GP38 taking some freight on the Peninsula Corridor for Monday's American Route Monday. All right. Have a good